Well, hi. It's been a while since I've been on camera. I wanted to do a bit of a hello and welcome. The channel has seen a lot of growth lately, for which I'm very grateful. And don't worry, there is a little bonus thing at the end of this. There is actual content here. If you're here from the Razbuten video earlier this year, welcome. Isn't he just the best? And if you're not here from the Razbuten video, then you should go check him out too. If you like what I do here, then you'll get a kick out of his stuff. I'll put a link at the end of the video. So it's been a year since I came back from hiatus. Glad to be back. I know my output isn't quite what it used to be, but I'm happy to report that I am happy with what I'm working on these days, so hopefully that's coming across. You know, I burnt out pretty badly at the end of 2017. For more on that, see the Minecraft video. I think it's up there. I wanted to just leave the channel be and let it fade into darkness, but that didn't work. I kept thinking about new video ideas, as well as all the videos I've wanted to make for years, but never felt ready or like it was the right time to do so. So here I am. And moving into this bigger projects less often mode has felt really good. And thank you all for your kind words and responses to the puzzle game series. It's easily the thing I'm most proud of on my channel to date. I was kind of worried it was going a bit out there, but if anything, it's made me more excited to work on more stuff and more stuff like it. I've got a new full-on video in the works. I'm editing it right now. This is real behind-the-scenes stuff. And I've got a bunch of ideas and scripts that are sprouting and starting to take shape, and I want to start thinking seriously about tackling some of those passion project videos that I'd mentioned before. And getting started on that leads me to the announcement portion of this video. If you haven't guessed already, I started a Patreon. So let's talk about it for a second. So obviously, Patreon support is completely optional. Videos will continue to be uploaded to this YouTube channel here for free. That's not going to change. What I'm hoping for is to be able to put more time and money into the channel. Eventually, I'm going to need to replace aging tech or upgrade software. And I would love to be able to work on these videos with more regularity, something resembling a job. Any support I get on the Patreon will help to do that. Hopefully find more hours in the week to put towards projects like this. To start with, I'm launching with just one tier, with patrons charged every video as opposed to every month. Things may change down the line, but a video every other month or so is more or less my sweet spot with how life is arranged. Again, I've found that I'm happier doing the bigger, less frequent videos like the Outer Wilds or Witness videos, so a video every other month is the most realistic projection for me now. You know, I would like to avoid another round of burnout, if at all possible. So out of the gate, I didn't want to be charging people monthly for something that won't necessarily be a monthly service. And I want to make it clear, and I say this on the Patreon page, that I haven't ruled out the possibility of smaller videos or like videos in a series going up closer together than the every other month model. And in that case, patrons will only be charged a maximum of once in any given month. And I'll be shaping the Patreon based on the response it gets. You know, I may add more tiers down the line, more perks and benefits as they come up. Ultimately, I want it to be another chance for me to connect with my viewers, and maybe it will become a source of new project opportunities, whatever those end up looking like. Right now, I'm offering patrons early access to videos, as well as their name in the credits, and I have some ideas for bonus content down the line starting relatively soon. I think it'll be a fun time. It would also be a place for me to put like director's cut versions of videos that I might need to recut or censor because of YouTube's content ID, like copyright stuff. But we'll see if that ends up being needed. But rest assured, the main output will still be going up here on the YouTube channel. Like this is specifically what I'm working on. So pledge now if you want to get your name in the credits of the new video, which I anticipate to be a week out from now, maybe 2, because I'm really bad at deadlines. And after that video goes up, who knows? I've got all kinds of scripts in the works. I'm hoping to update some old thumbnails, rework some playlists. I've also been playing a bunch of the puzzle games that you all suggested to me in the comments of the puzzle series, so maybe there will be an addendum to that one of these days soon. And don't think that I forgot about the poll that I ran in the community tab. It was really cool seeing what a sample of you are looking forward to most from me in the future, and it looks like people are interested in seeing another deep dive video similar to what I did with Myst. And frankly, I'm getting more excited for that too. In the meantime though, I've actually been working on some collaboration segments. I got involved in some mini essay projects that I've been putting together lately, and I thought to finish off this little video here, I would show you what I submitted to Chariot Rider's Golden Record of Gaming video. So basically a bunch of video essayists were asked what game they would include on a golden record that would be sent up on a Voyager probe to represent humanity. That video is already up, and if you want to watch the whole thing, there will be a link at the end of this video, and I suggest checking it out. There's a lot of really cool stuff in that video. But to finish this, what we're doing here right now, I would like to show you my case for why The Witness should be included on gaming's golden record. What game would I send into space to tell whatever other intelligence may exist out there about us? I had so many answers to this question. What united so many of my considerations was how, on some level, they all seemed to explore a level of culture, or the concepts of interaction. Combat, speech, the things that scare us, and while these things are important, I kind of had to wonder if there was some common ground that could be found. As such, The Witness kept echoing in my mind and ultimately became my choice. It has always stood out to me as a game that is more interested in the elemental building blocks of awareness and understanding, getting at what it is that defines us and our relationship with whatever world we find ourselves in. It's a very human game, starting us fresh and uninformed in a strange place, and just through the act of presenting a capability, the ability to draw lines on things combined with the asynchronous design of the panels we find, it isn't long before just about anybody will be off running into the weeds of this game, going exactly as far as their drive will take them. At no point does the game assume we are part of the human world. It doesn't require us to read or even know how to speak. It doesn't need us to know how to type or drive or cook, build, craft. It doesn't need you to know what objects are for or what they do. The only thing you need to know going into this game is that three-dimensional space can be moved through in order to interact with things that are in it, and how great is it that The Witness takes as much advantage of all of the dimensions it works in as it possibly can, conveying an understanding of perspective and meaning through arrangement. It's a game that boasts countless details to notice and engages so many different ways of stimulating awareness. The only thing that the game absolutely requires from us directly is to exercise our ability and willingness to learn something new by observing what is true. Seeing what works and what doesn't, arguably the most human part of us.
But maybe a good start would be to recognize within yourself the ability to understand anything, because that ability is there, as long as it's explained clearly enough.
That's what gives me goosebumps in this context. Putting this game on the record for me is the idea that not only are there other life forms out there, but that we and our new friends in the galaxy could stand in the same conceptual space, wondering what these symbols are trying to tell us, and then eventually reach the same conclusion, with no speech, translation, or traveling possibly millions of light years to explain needed. Or maybe they will learn of frustration and perceive personal limits. Maybe it will inspire them to overcome and try again. Maybe they will, like us, fracture and take different things away from the game, learning from each other as much as from themselves. That common ground is the kind of thing The Witness is built on, and perhaps in this case, it can be a chance to extend these basic statements about humanity beyond humanity itself.